Hello guys, and welcome to our 5th episode of our portfolio website design. Today we're going to be working with fixing this nav so you can see the links clearly when it's inside of the header. We're also going to be working on the work section. This is going to be a long episode, but I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so to start us off, let's go ahead and do this because this should be pretty simple. We're going to make an onload. We're going to make a function called init for initiate. Then first thing we should do actually is set the color of our links down here. Where are they? Nav links. We're actually going to change this to inherit. So our links are going to get a little bit lighter. That's fine. And the bold stopped working. Why did it do that? Whatever. Okay. Now let's go in here and make our function. And we're going to say window.onScroll. Sorry, we're going to do an add event listener. Then we're going to run this function. Actually, we're just going to make... Jeez. Okay, now let's go down here and make that function. Actually, we do want to run the first time the page loads too, and when you scroll. Now let's make scroll. What we want to do is we want to say document.body.scroll.top. Actually, let's put this in if this is less than or equal to, and we're going to go ahead and grab our header. So if it's inside of the header, we want the color to be white, so we're going to set our just the head nav, or I think I call it horizontal nav. We're going to set this to white. If it's below that, we want to set it to that 444 color that we had originally. Actually, we are using 333. Okay, so now let's go ahead and check this out. Alright. That didn't work. Let's figure out what's going on here. Let's go ahead and... Oh! We forgot the .offset top, or height. That might be a problem. There we go. So now when you scroll out of it, you see it turns gray. But it turns gray once it's completely gone. So let's go ahead and add 50% of this. That way it's a little bit more in the middle. So when it's less than this, plus 50% of this height. So let's put this in parentheses. Let's go ahead and grab this. We'll do .offset height divided by 2. Now let's go ahead and see what that did. Should now... Oh, that's not what I want. Minus. My bad. Alright, now let's check it out. So now it'll change to white right when it gets inside of it, and that's really what we want. Alright, that's really good. Now we can actually see our links, and they do turn bold again. That's good. So now let's go ahead and start creating our work section. So to do that, we're going to want to go down here. Let's put it after the about, but in between, or before contact. So this is going to be our work. And then in here, we're going to have a carousel, which some people hate, some people like. But I just think it'll be fun to make, so let's do it. Equals, let's just call it work. Okay. And actually, we don't want to call this work because we're probably going to call this work later. So let's call this pictures. And in here, we're going to do nothing because we don't want to. Okay. Yeah, then let's go in here and style pictures. Give it a width of 100% and a height of 40%. Then let's go ahead and set the background to red. just so that we can see it for now. So here's our work. We want it to be a little bit taller. Let's actually do this in pixels. Let's go about 500 pixels. And that is too big. So let's do like 400. Okay, this will work. Alright, let's get rid of this. And then let's do position relative. Alright, so now what you're going to want to do is we're going to want to make an array. And it's going to have all of our pictures in it. We don't really have any pictures, so we're just going to use some of these dummy pictures for now. So we'll do hero, JPG. This is our big picture. Normally you'd put your work here, but I don't have any work, so so we're just going to put all of our pictures in here. And then we're going to start creating our function. So what we want to do is we want to, in our onload right here, we're going to make a function called pan, so we'll put that in. Let's go ahead and make that with a set timeout for pan. Every 4 seconds it's going to switch. And actually, let's just set it to 2 seconds for development purposes. Then let's go ahead and go back to our HTML and put some images inside of it. We don't need to do that. Let's give it an ID of S2. We'll give this one an ID of S1 for slide 1 and slide 2. Then let's go ahead and style these. We want a width of 100%, height of 100%. And let's actually change this to auto, and then we can min-width. Change this to height. So we want the minimum height to be 100% and the minimum width to be 100%. This should give us a better looking picture. Alright, now let's go ahead, go back to our JavaScript, and let's make a new variable for the current image. We're going to start this off at 0. And then in our pan, we're going to create just a way of looping through it. So if img is greater than pix.length minus 1. Jeez. Okay. Then what we want to do is set image equal to 0. And then if image is less than 0, then we want to set that to the last one. Let's just fix this. Okay, so this is just a way of looping through them. And this one we don't really need right now, but we might need it later. Then let's go ahead and say if image modulo 2, and image does not equal 0. I'll explain this in a second. Hopefully it works. Haven't done this in a long time. We're going to want to set the first image. We want to set its opacity. Oh, and that's one more thing I forgot to do in the CSS, so let's do that really quick. Actually, we want to do transition all by 0.5 seconds. Let's go ahead and also do that. Okay, and then we want to go in here and we want to set the style opacity to 1. Okay, and that's important because instead of doing this, because this is not how I actually do it, I just remembered, we go ahead and we grab this and we say, so if it's 1, basically if this picture is showing, we want to get rid of it, and then we want the other picture to appear with the correct image on it. So this will give us a nice fading effect. So this is our second image. and then we want to set its src to pix image. Okay, and then we just copy this for our else, except we switch the slide. So this is going to get rid of the second slide and show the first slide. Okay, and then we also want to go ahead and do image ++ so that we actually get, like, the image actually changes. And now let's see if this worked. Okay, it doesn't look like, oh, okay, we want to actually add, we have all of our images inside of an image folder, so let's add that. That's our first problem. There might be more. Alright, here we go. That's not supposed to, okay. Alright, let's go ahead and set our overflow to hidden, so we don't get that happening. Hopefully now it'll stay inside its box. No. Okay. Position relative. Oh! We need to set this position to absolute and then top and left to 0. This way they'll be on top of each other, and we'll get this, and in 2 seconds it should fade to the next one, but it didn't. Why did it do that? Okay. Let's see. Let's go ahead and open up our console and see what's happening. I know these images aren't pretty, but okay, so it does look like they're switching, but only, yeah, S1 is staying as logo.png, but the opacity is switched. Okay, what? Let's slow this down to 4 seconds, and then let's figure this out. Let's put this up here. See what happens now. Just gotta test around with this. So now it's not working at all. Oh, no, sorry. Gotta wait 4 seconds. Okay, we just can't see the bullet. It's not a good image to use. So we'll just cycle between the hero twice. And we'll just set this to logo. Now let's figure this out. Let's see. 4 seconds, it switches. Alright, this is supposed to be showing, this is going to be showing the hero, and it's going to be showing the logo, and then it's going to be showing the hero again. Except, why did it not work? Oh, .jpg. Alright. Alright, now I know these are bad images, so it's kind of hard to tell that it looks good. But it does work, and it'll fade from image to image, and it looks really nice if you have good pictures here, which I don't. It doesn't have to be this full screen like this. You can change the size, but this is the general concept. We'll be working more with this in a later episode. But thank you guys for watching the 5th episode. There'll be more to come, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.